Hi guys, this is Karen from Whimsy Wondering. How about let's take a drive? Let's go look for some garden plants, find an old church and a cemetery, and then run into the Santa Fe Trail. My biggest adventure is the addition of my beautiful granddaughter during the last 10 days. Isn't she beautiful? Not too far from where I'm located in Douglas County, there is a little spot in the road called Vinland, Kansas. It has the coolest, upbeat, hippie motif, retro, a little bit of this, a little bit of that garden store. Along the way, I found a cute cemetery and an old church, and then discovered a spot in the road from the Santa Fe Trail called Brooklyn Townsite. A friend told me about the Vinla Nursery, and I went to take a look at it. Wow, how much fun it was to find the rustic metal objects, the pots, the cool plants, and even a tiny chimenea, a tabletop chimenea. I put it on a table, put it on a Lazy Susan, was able to turn it and move it, and I kept warm. I'd not seen one before, and it was the only one they had. But check out these other cool pots. Check out the colors. Just makes my heart sing. I love colors. I love everything that just has to do with being in the garden. The smells, the feels, just planting and knowing that you're helping out the environment. If you're searching for cool pots, retro, art, metalwork, check out that settee there, that metal settee. Isn't that awesome? They have all kinds of plants as well. They are a full-service nursery. They're able to help you. They do a lot of landscaping in Douglas County. Don't forget to plant a garden. Flower power, baby. This is a great place to get your kiddos out. Go and discover something in the country. Check out the rustic building. They have some other interesting facts and artifacts sitting around that would just bring up great conversation. And when you walk in, don't forget to check out the retro sign. Isn't it cool? I don't know where they came up with this sign, but it sure is cool. Just down the road, about a half mile, is an old church and cemetery, the Stony Point Cemetery. It has a lot of history involved, and take a tour. Park your car, walk up the lane, go through the beautiful gates that are at the entrance. Read about the history of the church. It was established in 1860. While you're out there, you're going to have a few moments to enjoy a Kansas landscape. It's just beautiful. The birds, the blowing winds across the grasslands, and just knowing that what you're experiencing, someone else experienced over 100 years ago, 150 years ago. And it really is an enjoyable moment once you start getting out of your car and go for a walk. Here you can see the stonework that was done and the path that leads to the cemetery and the church and the gates. Just awesome. I don't know about you, but I find old cemeteries hold so much value. They tell you so much about where we came from, where the people in this part of the world came from, what was going on. That church was built in 1863. I went and had a peek inside the windows, and you're going to see a couple of photos of what the inside looks like now. Can you imagine parking your carriage, taking your kiddos, going inside, having the pulpit at the front, those beautiful pews, take a look around the huge trees that were planted eons ago. So serene, so peaceful. The plants that were planted somewhere along the way, some family member decided to memorialize one of their loved ones. And then I just think cemetery markers are just cool. How they did it years ago to commemorate their loved ones. There's Samantha, 1879. And I graduated from high school in 1979, so 150 years ago. The two markers down below on the ground indicate a child, like this one. This one was broken. It's been there a long time. 1813 is when they were born. They died in 1895, Mr. Fitz. And then I just find the columns, the concrete columns like that, just so cool. Stop number 3. Where did I go? Well, as I was heading back into Lawrence, I kept coming across the Santa Fe Trail sign, and so I decided I'm going to stop and look around. I came across these two markers of Brooklyn Township and the Santa Fe Trail. That marker's been there since 1906. This got me to thinking about, do I know the Santa Fe Trail history? Well, I came home and did some research. The American Indian story, plus the Civil War story. As we moved west and expanded our territory and our horizons, of course the conflicts came. And it led to some deep scars in our culture. It's a great place to stop and think about where we came from. Just a brief moment about Brooklyn Town site in Douglas County. It was settled as early as 1855. But all but the general store and the saloon were destroyed by William Control's men as they retreated from burning down Lawrence in 1863. Let's think about that for a minute. This was really the start of the Civil War. So I thought I was going to go out flower shopping, and I did. But what did I find? I found a place that I can learn more. It appeals to me. I hope you find your adventure. I sure did.